What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is Wednesday, the day of the week where I typically go over each and every game for the week in college football, but that video came out yesterday, and in that video, I gave you guys the announcement that I'm going to shift the schedule forward by one day. College football videos will be on Tuesdays. NFL slate will be covered on Wednesdays today, and that frees me up 2 days for the rest of the week where I'm going to introduce 2 new video segments I'm going to bring to you guys on a weekly basis for the remainder of football season. Tomorrow, I'll have a video out specifically for Thursday night football, putting together a same game parlay for you guys to consider tailing. And then I have special guests here on the channel on Friday. We're going to put together a college football lottery ticket type of a wager, a really, really high risk, high payout parlay for Saturday's college football action. So be sure to swing by the channel tomorrow and Friday as well. As far as today, the usual stuff, we're going to go over each and every game. We got the whiteboard winning free picks coming off another 2-0 week. We were 2-0 the week before that. Back-to-back 2-0 weeks. Our record for the year sits at 16-7. That is a 70% win rate on my whiteboard winning free picks. I hope you guys appreciate it. I'll help you drop a like on today's video. I told you in yesterday's video that if the likes don't hit a certain margin, we might go ahead and wrap up the whiteboard picks at their current margin, current record for the year. So I just need a little bit more support on the likes and new people hitting the subscribe button. And I'll continue to hit you guys with those official whiteboard free picks. Just on fire. I guess I'm pretty much just like a sports betting robot at this point in time. How about actual numbers in premium? 5 weeks in a row in college football. You see the units gain there. I've won 3 out of the last 4 weeks in NFL, up over 11 units in NFL. The last month and a half of closing in on 2 months here, we've basically been printing money. You guys can find my picks in the link. It's in the description, danspicks.net. I tell you in all the videos, I show you every week. There's a recap video on Tuesday. If you want to know all the specific wagers I made over the prior week, you can check out all of those. They've been uploaded for the entire season. We're going to use FanDuel today for these NFL games. I'm going to try to go as quick and concise as I can for you guys, get you in, get you out, but get you enough information to hopefully help you place some wagers yourself. So let me go ahead and adjust this. We will add that, and let me adjust my layout just a little bit so you can see it a little easier. Cool. Here we go. You guys ready? Are you guys pumped? This is a huge week, man. There's great games. My Packers play the Niners. We're going to go through all the games, obviously, but even before we get into this, man, it is a fantastic week. College, too. This is a big one. I told you guys in yesterday's video, I am going for the home run week. This is it. This is the week I'm going for 20 units of profit. Get on that client text list, man. I will send you the plays. 4 big plays, 3 and 4 unit type wagers have already been sent out to the client list this week. As soon as you sign up, I can get you those plays. The lines are going to move. A couple of them, they're already on the move. So get on the text list. Get on the board, guys. Even if you just get a week of picks, you'll get access. You'll get all my plays for the entire week. Lock in that month, though. Save yourself some money on unit price. That's what everybody's been doing lately. They just lock in a month. You know there's going to be a couple losing tickets in the mix. If you lock in that monthly package, you're going to be in profit. We've been killing it for about 7 weeks straight. Game 1, Thursday night football, like I said, going to have a parlay for you guys here. But just as a quick little prediction, I'm going to take the Browns. This is just situational betting, guys. This is a very bad idea. In my opinion, this is as bad as you can get for betting the Pittsburgh Steelers. They're off a big win, man. They look great. They have a chance to really make a push for the Bills spot here. The Browns look terrible. The total's 36.5. It's in Cleveland. It's a Thursday night game. I mean, this is just football. This is just how it works sometimes. On paper, recent performance, these teams aren't close. And the line's only 3.5. Oh, my goodness. What a gift. Just hammer the Steelers, right? No, I think the Browns might get a win here, but I do think they're going to cover 3.5. I'll take the points with the Browns. Minnesota Vikings and the Bears, kind of the same situation here. I like the points with the home team. I kind of like the over. 39.5 seems a little light here. I got to take the points, man. It's an NFC divisional game. Packers, barely escaped. A game that the Bears should have won. Back-to-back home games for the Bears. I think this is the third. Is this the third road game in a third? What am I trying to say? 3 road games in a row for the Vikings. Very, very bad. Very, very concerning. Unless I'm mistaken that with somebody else. Give me the Bears, man. I'll take the 3.5. They'll probably get their heart broken again and lose a close one. A cover's a cover. Tampa Bay and the Giants. This one's really, really hard. I think Mike Evans will be back here. A little bit of a boost for the Bucs. The Bucs still, mathematically have a chance here for the playoffs. But I just feel like the Giants are going to get a bump from DeVito. I know he's not that good, but I don't think the Bucs are that great. I think maybe we're looking at a Giants cover and a Bucs win. 3 or 4 points will probably be the final margin here. Is this DeVito guy? I mean, it's, they like having fun there down in Jersey with this guy. And is that enough of a bump for a terrible team? I don't know. Just something about this spread, man. It feels a little too easy to take the Bucs here. Baker's still capable of throwing some interceptions. The Giants do have a good pass rush. I'm going to take the points with the Giants, man. I really don't love it. Patriots, Dolphins here. Well, the Dolphins went to New England already and got a win with a roster that was not even close to what they have now. Patriots, they had a little bit of life there for those couple weeks. Drake May, he's looking pretty good. 7 points, generally a lot. I got to go Dolphins here. The Dolphins still have a path to the playoffs. They're going to get this one. Significantly better team all across the board. I don't see offensively how the Patriots could keep pace with the Dolphins here. I just don't. Give me the Dolphins. I'll lay the big number. Titans and Texans, really, really tough game here. Okay, congrats, Texans. You got a decent looking final score against Dallas, but I watched every minute. Did I bet on that game? Yeah, I had a little same game parlay. I watched every single minute of the game. They could have lost outright, in my opinion. I almost thought that people who maybe wagered on Dallas, although you lost your wager against the spread, I almost thought it looked like the right side. I mean, a couple of fourth down choices, just certain things that happened, key turnover. I mean, the Texans' final score looked great. But I'm not thrilled with the Texans, man. I think 8.5 is too much. I think they're going to win the game. I think 8.5 is just too much. Give me the points with the Titans. Kansas City and Carolina. I don't know how you can bet a game like this. We got the Chiefs in a bounce back spot, but I don't think they give a shit. They just know they're going to go in there and get a win. Do they have to win by margin? No. Could they win by margin in their sleep versus a team like this? I don't know. Does having the Kansas City Chiefs in town, does that kind of motivate the Panthers to try to play a little bit better? I mean, nothing's going to get a team out of bed except maybe, the defending Super Bowl champs and Pat Mahomes and all the stuff that comes with the Chiefs. Maybe that's enough to at least get some effort out of the Panthers. Maybe they lose by 10 and they get a cover by the hook. You can't bet on a game like this. Give me the under. Cowboys, Washington, another one, just not that great. I mean, it's a big margin. But I don't know about the health status of Daniels. I don't know if the Washington Commanders are going to be in a mindset of okay, let's just get the win, right? You lost, you're coming off a loss here. You're at home. The Cowboys look miserable. It's still a divisional game. 10.5 is still a boatload of points. I think Cooper Rush should continue to improve a little bit, maybe makes a few less mistakes. I still don't trust this Commanders defense. I think the Cowboys can score here. The Cowboys could absolutely win this game outright as a 10.5-point underdog. I mean, they easily could. It wouldn't shock me one bit if the Cowboys win this game outright. They've been better on the road anyway. They've been horrible at home. 10.5 points. Give me the Cowboys. I think they hang in this one. I think they could win this outright. I'm not a fan of the Commanders. I don't think they're real. Detroit Lions and the Colts. Give me the points with the Colts here. I'll take the points with the Colts. I don't trust the Lions defense. It's definitely a question mark. It is a huge if the Colts can offensively keep pace here. I mean, how many points do you really need to score to cover a 7.5-point spread against the Lions? At least in the mid-20s, bare minimum. I think they can get it. I don't think the Lions defense is as good as we think. I do kind of like the current quarterback situation of the Colts. I think they can score. They're at home, indoor conditions. Maybe take a look at the over. Both teams should have no problem scoring in this game, obviously. But I'm going to take the 7.5 points with the Colts. I think they lose. Do I? Is this one where the Lions drop a game that nobody really expects it? Good teams lose all the time in the NFL, guys. Nobody's bulletproof. Lions coming off just an unbelievable blowout. I think the line's inflated. I think it should be 4.5, not 7.5. I'll take the points with the Colts, and I'll look towards the over. Broncos and the Raiders. This could also be a game that nobody sees coming. I think it could be an upset. Look, the Broncos look great. You beat the crap out of Atlanta. Atlanta has zero defense. The Raiders, they still got a couple sneaky guys on the roster. Their season's bad. They probably almost want to throw this game, throw every rest of the game on their schedule on purpose to try to help their future. So it's always kind of tough taking a chance on them. But I think with Bo Nix and having this, new wave of energy that the Broncos have, divisional game, I think they're going to get him. I think they're going to get a cover here. I think the pass rush and some of the defensive players are going to be kind of excited to go against Bo Nix here, and maybe he does make some rookie style mistakes in this one. Maybe the Broncos squeak out a win. Maybe the Raiders squeak out a cover. San Fran and Green Bay. I think I like the over in this one. I mean, both offenses should get it going here. And I think I like San Fran. I mean, as bad as the year's been, as discombobulated as they look, the Packers they should have lost. The Packers should have lost to the Bears and Caleb Williams. Now we have the Niners getting 2.5 points. I'm a Packers fan. You guys know this. If anybody's going to be a little bit biased for Green Bay to win or cover, it would probably be me. I like San Fran here. I mean, that division that they're in is still neck and neck. They win this game. Certain things happen this weekend. You're looking at pretty much a tie for first place. Three-way tie. That division's still wide open over there. I think this is the first time San Fran's been a dog. I'll take the points. It's still a good, talented team. It's a close game. I want the points. Double check the weather, though. I mean, we're starting to get into late November now. Lambeau Field versus the California team. It can be an advantage. Arizona, Seattle. Here's another great game. 1.5 point spread. I think the right team's favored, man. And didn't this flip? I think this flipped. I think Cardinals were a small favorite to start. I'd have to look back at my look-ahead lines, which I usually have. And I do have when I do everything for clients in the text list and actually putting out wagers. It's one of the things I double check on. Look, I like Seattle on the money line. I don't believe in the Arizona defense. I'm a little bit worried that Kyler's going to go crazy against the Seattle defense as well. Maybe just take the over in this game. But I think the momentum carries forward. Look, I often talk about situational football and the Seahawks off of that win. Now they come back home. Maybe they're a little flat, but the Cardinals are off a bye. And especially in college football this year, and you don't always want to compare the two. They're a different industry, different animal for sure. I don't really love teams coming off buys anymore. I like teams just to keep it rolling, and I just want the Seattle Seahawks to keep it rolling. DK back, the offense looks good. Geno's capable. I don't know. I think this is where we finally see a significant home field advantage be the difference. I think Seattle gets him. Go money line. Don't lay any points in a game like this. And if you guys like Cardinals, if you guys, prefer the Cardinals in this one, you can let me know in the comments who you like in this game. Take the 1.5. I'm begging you. It can save you sometimes. I know it's -120 versus -106 on the money line, and your payout's not the same. I would take the point. You just never know. I mean, you're trying to tell me that it's totally, that it's not possible that we could be seeing 33-34, 27-28, 24-23. That 1.5, it can absolutely get you a cover. Consider it. Eagles, Rams, over. I mean, this total was down and then it was up above 50. And now it's back down in the upper 40s. Eagles, Rams? How does this stay in the 40s? What are we doing here, sports books? Maybe the running games for both of these teams. Kyren Williams, Saquon, is that a potent enough part of the offense that both of these teams are going to use a lot in this matchup to where it just grinds up a shit ton of clock? If they have some of those drives mostly on the ground, and then they get all the way down there and they don't get 7 and they get 3 on the board. I guess another little X factor would be the kicking of the Eagles right now, which is horrendous. If that's still a problem, maybe they have situations where the Eagles will pass up a field goal because they're not sure about it, go for 4th down, not get any points. I guess there's a couple X factors here. I still don't care. That total's too short. I think both teams can get into the 30s. I just think the total's wildly short. And in terms of a side, I kind of like the Rams outright. I kind of like the Rams on the money line in that one. Can't trust those Eagles. Can't trust them. Coaching advantage could come into play in that one. Sean McVay, significantly better than Sirianni. Ravens Chargers here on Monday Night Football, a 3-point spread. Man, you really can't do it. You almost can't lay points on the road with the Ravens with their defense. You can't. You basically can't do it. The problem is, God, I feel like their offense is going to go off pretty good here. I can't do it. You got to use common sense. Sometimes you just have to throw things to the side and just say, you know what? Calm back down. What are you talking about? Give me the 3 points with the Chargers at home. It's Monday Night Football, important game. The Ravens defense, it is a serious problem. I don't know how you guys feel about this, but I always speak pretty bluntly, and sometimes you could almost say I'm arrogant here on my channel, and that's okay. I don't think the Ravens are even considered a contender for the playoffs. Not to make the playoffs, but in the playoffs. Like, they could easily lose that first game. Lamar is significantly worse in the playoffs. This defense, not really a fan of Harbaugh either. Derrick Henry can only do so much. This team stinks. This team's pretty fraudulent. How good are the Ravens, man? I mean, they can outscore people just by continuing to put up points on the board, but they're not a contender. They have zero chance to do anything significant in the postseason. I'll end the video like that. Oh, and the whiteboard winning free pick, I forgot about it. Let me, hold on. Let me get rid of this. Let me switch this back and get you guys this free pick that I forgot to put in here, which is here. The Raiders plus 5.5. Look, I don't know. It's just one of those things. I know the Denver looks so good, but now you go on the road. Max Crosby, maybe some mistakes from Bo Nix. 5.5, still a pretty good amount of points in the NFL to cover on the road. This is just situational betting. Give me the Raiders plus 5.5. I think they could win the game. It wouldn't totally shock me. I think they can win the game outright. But guys, as hot as the whiteboard's been, and it has been truly, I mean, it's been one of our best years on the whiteboard. I know I'm consistently bringing the heat with the free picks and stuff like that. I just can't stress it enough. How do you pass this up? 5 straight weeks, nice and consistent, up over 18 units in college football in that time span. Won 3 out of my last 4 weeks, and we actually got fucked this last week on bad luck with a concussion and a parlay that we had totally locked up. We lost the total on a missed extra point and 2 field goals being missed. Otherwise, it would have been another winning week. Get on the text list. I told you guys, this is the week. I like the volume. I have a lot of volume this week. We only had like 4 college picks last week. We only had a handful of NFL. It was kind of an week. This week, I'm going off, like nuclear. Like, I'm probably going to have 10 plays in college, maybe 8 to 10 in NFL. I mean, I'm really going for a home run this week. There really is no better value than to be on the text list for this week. And like I said, I've already sent out plays. They've already been sent. I've already sent some big ones. They're pretty big. The ones I really, really like, I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to lock it in right away. I'm down for that. I like that. I'm betting that. I'm locking my money in. Boom. Get on the text list. I'll see you in the next video.